Yeah, thank you, Frank. So we're going to talk about something that I grew up with in my hometown near Western North Carolina, upslope flow, where we have these cold fronts move through, and then on the back end of that, we start to see snowfall in the mountains. So imagine these mountains right here, the Appalachian Mountains. So as we get wind that blows into the Boone area up towards the ski slopes, that air starts to rise on the mountains, and once air rises, it starts to condense. And when we have condensing air, we start to see precipitation falling across the area. So we'll see snow in the wintertime. Sometimes in the spring and summer times, you'll see rain. But what you don't see is on the other side of the mountains, we tend to get dry, downsloping winds where that dries out the column in the atmosphere, where places like the Piedmont, even into the Sandhills, and even into our PD where we don't see much at all, but just some clouds and occasionally a light sprinkle or two. So that's due to upslope flow that produces the snow. So you're going to see over the last 24 hours, you can see we had a little bit of snow that was flowing through Charleston, West Virginia into eastern Tennessee. We'll take a closer look at what was going on in the North Carolina mountains, and you can see here we had some snowfall yesterday as that cold front moved through. So those gusty winds that we saw yesterday were actually creating that moisture that rises up along the Appalachian Mountains and creates some snow. So how much snow did they see? Well, it wasn't the biggest event that we've seen this year. In fact, I'll tell you a little about that in just a second. But Yancey, North Carolina picked up almost 7 inches of snow. Maggie Valley, some folks may recognize that place, about 5 inches of snow. Little Switzerland, 2.5, Banner Elk, Beech Mountain, and Boone, right around 1.5 to 2.5 inches. And then Jonas Ridge and portions of the upper foothills also saw 1/2 inch of snow. And in fact, Beech Mountain this year has already picked up 32 inches of snow for the month of January. Normally this time of the year, it's about 16 inches. So we've doubled that in Beech Mountain, and a lot of those ski slopes are very happy about that. And it looks like as we get into February, we could see a couple more shots where a lot of these locations in the North Carolina mountains could see more snow. That means more snow on the ski slope. So if you're heading up that way over the next 6 weeks or so, you should have some nice conditions to ski in. Frank, back over to you, where we're not going to see any snow around here.